A startup called Mealy just raised $3.5 million to let you bet on viral content, and it's turning your TikTok addiction into Wall Street gambling. CoinDesk reported today that the platform creates prediction markets on everything from politics to pop culture without gatekeepers. This is social media weaponization disguised as financial innovation. The Mealy funding represents how venture capitalists are systematically monetizing human intention by turning viral content consumption into speculative trading opportunities that benefit investors rather than content creators or audiences. Remember when watching videos was entertainment instead of an investment strategy? Those days are being algorithmically optimized. The gatekeepers' removal means anyone can create betting markets on viral trends, transforming social media platforms into unregulated casinos where your engagement becomes someone else's profit. The $3.5 million investment shows how Silicon Valley is betting that human psychology can be exploited through gamification of cultural moments. When viral content becomes prediction markets, entertainment becomes extraction.
OpenAI just unveiled plans for seemingly limitless computing power expansion, and it's proving that artificial intelligence companies are building digital monopolies. Wall Street Journal reported today that the computing infrastructure will reshape commercial property markets through massive data center investments. This is technological colonialism disguised as innovation progress. The limitless expansion represents how AI companies are creating physical infrastructure that will control digital reality, with computing power concentration determining which companies can afford to participate in the artificial intelligence economy. Sigh. Remember when technology was distributed instead of concentrated in corporate data centers? Those days are being processed out of existence. The commercial property impact shows how AI development is reshaping physical geography by requiring massive energy consumption and real estate investment that only the wealthiest corporations can afford. The seemingly limitless language reveals how tech companies are positioning themselves as essential infrastructure while building systems that eliminate competition through resource requirements. When computing becomes limitless, power becomes concentrated.
Aldi is putting its name on all products as it expands across America, and it's exposing how grocery chains use private labeling to control what you eat. CNN reported today that the German retailer will stamp its brand on everything as name recognition grows. This is food supply manipulation disguised as brand expansion. Aldi's labeling strategy represents how grocery retailers are eliminating consumer choice by replacing national brands with private label products that offer higher profit margins while providing less transparency about manufacturing sources and quality standards. Remember when grocery stores sold products from multiple companies instead of becoming their own manufacturers? Those days are being private labeled. The name recognition expansion shows how foreign retailers are systematically replacing American food brands with their own products, creating dependency relationships where consumers lose access to alternative suppliers. The stamping strategy reveals how grocery chains are becoming food monopolies that control both distribution and manufacturing while appearing to offer consumer choice. When grocery stores become manufacturers, shopping becomes corporate control.
Bitcoin and Ethereum are showing mixed trends today, while 8 of the top 10 cryptocurrencies are negative, proving that digital money is just another Wall Street manipulation scheme. Economic Times reported that investors are watching ETF flows and regulatory updates that control market performance. This is financial engineering disguised as technological revolution. The cryptocurrency volatility represents how digital assets have become sophisticated tools for wealth extraction, where institutional investors manipulate prices through coordinated buying and selling that benefits large holders while destroying retail investor savings. Remember when cryptocurrency was supposed to democratize finance instead of concentrating wealth? Those days are being algorithmically traded. The ETF flows show how traditional financial institutions have captured cryptocurrency markets by creating investment vehicles that allow them to control digital asset prices through conventional market manipulation techniques. The regulatory updates reveal how government policy coordination with financial institutions determines cryptocurrency values rather than technological innovation or adoption. When crypto becomes Wall Street, revolution becomes extraction.
Public bathrooms have become the next big thing in pop culture. And it's revealing how capitalism commodifies even the most basic human needs. New York Times reported today that restrooms are becoming sites of creative inspiration in fashion and film. This is necessity monetization disguised as artistic expression. The bathroom culture trend represents how late-stage capitalism has run out of authentic experiences to commodify, forcing creative industries to find inspiration in spaces that were previously considered purely functional rather than commercial opportunities. Remember when bathrooms were just bathrooms instead of cultural statements? Those days are being flushed away. The fashion and film integration shows how creative industries are desperately searching for new content sources as traditional inspiration becomes exhausted through over-commercialization and social media saturation. The creative inspiration framing reveals how cultural institutions are rebranding basic human infrastructure as artistic innovation to generate content and commercial opportunities. When bathrooms become pop culture, privacy becomes performance.
Kim Kardashian just debuted Nike Skims with a performance presentation attended by her family, and it's exposing how celebrity business partnerships create fake cultural moments. WWD reported today that Kris Jenner and Khloe Kardashian celebrated the collection launch in New York City. This is manufactured relevance disguised as fashion innovation. The Nike Skims collaboration represents how major corporations use celebrity partnerships to create artificial cultural significance for products that combine existing brands rather than offering genuine innovation or consumer value. Remember when fashion collaborations were about creative vision instead of marketing synergy? Those days are being influencer optimized. The family attendance shows how celebrity business operates as coordinated performance, where personal relationships become promotional tools that generate media coverage and social media engagement for commercial purposes. The performance presentation reveals how fashion launches have become theatrical events designed to create content rather than showcase actual product innovation or design excellence. When celebrity families become marketing teams, business becomes performance art.
Leonardo DiCaprio just revealed his agent told him to use a different stage name as a young actor, and it's exposing how Hollywood systematically erases ethnic identity for commercial success. Today's show reported that DiCaprio shared the suggested name change during a podcast appearance. This is cultural erasure disguised as career strategy. The stage name suggestion represents how entertainment industry gatekeepers have systematically pressured actors to abandon ethnic identities that might limit their commercial appeal to mainstream American audiences who prefer familiar Anglo names. Remember when actors could use their real names instead of marketing-friendly alternatives? Those days are being focus grouped. The agent recommendation shows how Hollywood operates as a cultural assimilation machine, where ethnic diversity gets eliminated through strategic rebranding that prioritizes box office performance over authentic representation. The podcast revelation demonstrates how successful actors eventually expose the identity compromises they were pressured to make early in their careers. When real names become unmarketable, identity becomes a commodity.
A new study reveals how CEOs become social media celebrities, and it's proving that corporate leadership has become a performance art designed to manipulate stock prices. Eureka Alert reported today that research uncovers how executives rise to celebrity status through strategic social media presence. This is market manipulation disguised as personal branding. The celebrity study represents how corporate leadership has evolved from business management into sophisticated marketing performance, where executive personalities become tools for driving stock prices and consumer loyalty rather than focusing on operational excellence. Remember when CEOs were business leaders instead of social media influencers? Those days are being algorithmically optimized. The celebrity status research shows how executive social media presence directly correlates with company valuation, proving that corporate leadership has become indistinguishable from entertainment marketing designed to manipulate investor sentiment. The strategic presence reveals how CEO personalities are manufactured through professional social media management that creates artificial authenticity for commercial purposes. When CEOs become celebrities, leadership becomes marketing.
Celebrities packed the front row at Fendi's Spring 2026 show, including Naomi Watts and Hilary Duff, proving that fashion weeks are really just elaborate advertising campaigns for wealthy consumers. WWD documented today how luxury brands use celebrity attendance to create artificial demand and social media buzz. This is exclusivity theater, disguised as artistic presentation. The celebrity front row represents how luxury fashion has abandoned actual design innovation in favor of celebrity marketing that creates artificial scarcity and social media content rather than focusing on clothing quality or creative vision. Remember when fashion shows were about showcasing clothes instead of celebrity spotting? Those days are being Instagram optimized. The Naomi Watts and Hilary Duff attendance shows how luxury brands coordinate celebrity appearances to generate media coverage that translates into sales among wealthy consumers who want to associate with celebrity lifestyle. The Spring 2026 timing reveals how fashion industry operates on artificial seasonal cycles designed to create perpetual consumption rather than functional clothing needs. When fashion shows become celebrity events, design becomes marketing.
Celebrity River Cruises is opening remaining inventory for 2027 sailings tomorrow, and it's exposing how luxury travel companies use artificial scarcity to manipulate wealthy consumers. NASDAQ reported today that the inaugural river vacation season will become available to the public on September 25th. This is manufactured exclusivity disguised as premium travel experience. The Celebrity Cruises inventory strategy represents how luxury travel companies create artificial demand by limiting availability and using exclusive release dates that make wealthy consumers feel special for accessing products that could be available anytime. Remember when travel booking was about convenience instead of manufactured urgency? Those days are being premium packaged. The 2027 sailings timeline shows how luxury companies are selling experiences 2 years in advance to generate immediate revenue while creating artificial scarcity that justifies premium pricing for services that may not deliver promised value. The public availability timing reveals how travel companies coordinate marketing campaigns to create buying pressure through limited time access, rather than focusing on actual travel experience quality. When cruise booking becomes exclusive access, vacation becomes status performance.